Hi, so we'll be looking at the designs that you have here. My name is Oluwasegun Williams, and I'm a design mentor, a product design, UI UX design mentor. So I'll be taking you through the designs that I have here. I have about 6 screens. So I'll be taking each screen and we'll look at different areas where we could make improvements and also um, different areas where there are mistakes that could be worked on. So I'll look at the first screen, which is open screen. This is when the user opens the app. This could also be known as the splash screen or welcome screen, onboarding screen, sorry. This could be the onboarding screen. So looking at this screen, um, we ought to understand the situation of the user, taking, for example, a single user. Let's assume we are picturing a single user opening this app and having access to this particular screen right now. Here we have the logo, the brand logo, and we have a background, and then we have these images showing cocktail. Also, this helps the user to understand that this is an app that helps connect to bars, local bars, restaurants. Okay, restaurants not included, bars, right. Then we have a button here that says let's connect. So first off, this is a beautiful design. It's good. Color distribution is awesome, but it could be better. In what sense? The visual hierarchy could be worked on. The button here that says let's connect is the most important element in this screen because it's what we want to achieve. We want the user to connect. We want the user to click on this button so that they can move on to the next stage, which is to log in to the account or create an account, right? So this button should be the focus, right? And we should have other elements in the background, but they shouldn't compete with the let's connect button, right? So all other elements need to have reduced visual hierarchy while they allow the button shine. So that is one. Two, the let's connect text element is in block letters. That is going to strain the eyes. It's going to put more pressure on the human eyes to scan through. Let's connect in block letters. So I have to scan through the edges of the letters before I can make meaning of the word that is in the box. That is wrong. Rather, to make things easier for the user, we have the text element in small letters, in lowercase letters. That is much more easier on the eyes to read. So in order to make this review session very effective, I will be switching between the old design and the new design that I have created. So this is the old design. I'll quickly switch to the new design so you can visualize my point. Look at this here. The bar social logo is reduced in visual hierarchy in the sense that it is now in black and white. The logo still exists and is still beautiful in a sense. We still have the clip art showing the cocktails. The message is still being passed. We even have a large cocktail at the background, but has reduced opacity, tinted. But the button let's connect here still shines, has the brightest color. Now this is the play in visual hierarchy I was explaining earlier. And then the text element let's connect is much more easier on the eyes. I can easily scan, the user can easily scan and make meaning of this without really stressing. So that's my point. So let's go, but at the same time with this, we can achieve a much more aesthetically pleasing design, looking more beautiful, just by applying the design principles and empathizing with the users. Let's go back to this other screen, the second screen. Here, the user is supposed to focus on login screen. The user is supposed to um, type in username, password, login, and if they choose to sign up, they type in their information and all of that. So therefore, we want the user to focus. So having these bright elements, these elements here, these colorful Chapman images can distract the user, thereby making it slow, making the process slower. So we want the user to be locked in. We want the user to be focused on the process, which is to log into the page, to the app, or create an account. So we also, the same thing, we because in this case the visual hierarchy is now on, is between this bright looking element and the text field. Even the text field are hidden, if you ask me, because they are not as bright as these other elements. Don't have an account with question mark has higher visual hierarchy than the text field. The text field should be the one with higher visual hierarchy in this context, because that is the main essence of this screen, because the user needs to fill in their information and log in. So this makes it overwhelming for the user, because the user cannot help but to look at all these other elements that are very, very high in visual hierarchy. It's like you are rubbing it on their faces, so they have to view them first before they come back to the primary goal. So that is going to be stressful. It will feel overwhelming. So in other ways, in order to make it easy for them, help them take away all elements of distraction. And if you still want to have aesthetics, you still want to have your beautiful cocktails, you can still hide them and make them shine in the corner, while the main focus is on the text field, which is for collecting the information. Let's quickly look at the new design I have here as well. You see, the focus is now on the text field. It is obvious. The button is also obvious. And then I still have the beautiful Chapman image here hiding in the corner, still creating tension and adding more beauty to the screen. I have another one here at the bottom, still adding more beauty to the screen, but it's not contending with the main focus here, which is the text field, which is the main essence of this screen. Then I have forgot password here, question mark. A call to action should be provided for the user to reset. Then the button here, which is to sign up, doesn't need to have higher visual hierarchy or same visual hierarchy with the login, because the login is the primary. And then there are the icons here, Google, Facebook, and Apple, which also aids faster sign up process, just in case the user doesn't want to click on sign up and tap on sign up and start filling in their details. They could just easily use Google, which automatically imputes their information, or Facebook or Apple if they are using Apple devices. So let's look at other screens. This is awesome, this is good, but when you are using icons, placing icons in a card, ensure that you have enough white spacing around the edges. White spacing is very important. If you check the new design I have here, you can see my white spacing is very generous. I generously apply the white spacing, thereby placing this icon in the center. This looks better, it looks beautiful. And then the text element also here is smaller in size. There's enough white spacing at the top, bottom, left, and right of the boxes, and it makes it look much more beautiful. So white spacing is very important. So moving on, looking at the next screen, this looks too busy. Look at the tab bar. This is very bold. The cocktails, breweries, live music, the labels of the cards that are here are also bold and big in size. Same thing with nearest to you, same thing with the brand name. All of these have the same visual hierarchy, thereby causing chaos in the design. So it's overwhelming for the user. This screen looks too busy, and it takes away the beauty of the screen. If you come back here, you see what I have here. You see the brand name is here. Accompany that with the logo as well to remind the user that this is the brand, and this logo is the most recognizable element that helps the user recognize the brand. So it goes along with the name, and it is reduced in size and centralized at the top to remind the user that this app is for this brand. Then the search box as well is designed in such a beautiful way so that this also serves as a call to action, as a tab bar, or it also reflects that this is a search box. And then there's this nearest here, which is sorting. This is reduced. This has reduced visual hierarchy. It's not really dragging attention with the search box, but it is there in its own space, and it has just stroke around it, but it is visible enough to the users. And then we have these elements here. We have these chips that helps the user select the different categories. And then we have these cards as well. We have icons to accompany the text elements so that the user can easily visualize what this stands for. Bars, yes, you have bars. You have the icon that shows that, yeah, this is a bar. We mean these are bars where you can drink. Live music, you can see the musical icon already. Breweries, you can see this barrel that shows that we are referring to breweries. Cocktails, you can see the cup, the glass. You can see icons help a lot in visualizing elements. Then here in the tab bar, you can see other elements, other icons have reduced opacity, and then the home screen has higher visual hierarchy. It's bold, it's clear to show the user that they are in the home screen, and this helps to achieve overall gentle, soft, premium, professional look. In details, we can tap into this and create professional designs. And then we have it like that. Same thing goes here. And then we have it visual hierarchy, visual hierarchy. Overall, applying the design principles is very important. So I have a list of the design principles here. I would add them to this file for further purposes, but not all design principles were applied in this, but best practices. I will have a list of the design principles stated here, listed here, for further iterations and understanding of how to create aesthetically pleasing designs for clients or for users. Thank you.